Tomorrow morning, we're still looking at maybe some light lingering precipitation, but it is likely going to be on the wetter side than whiter side. There'll be a few snowflakes maybe mixed in, perhaps some sleet, perhaps some freezing drizzle out there. That's something we'll have to keep an eye out for, with the temperatures hovering right around the freezing mark. If it were a little bit colder than that, we could be talking about some freezing drizzle, and that could mean some icy concerns. But again, this is going to be very light precipitation, so I'm not too concerned about it, but certainly very slick roadways through the overnight into tomorrow morning. Bit of a midday break before more rain comes back in. This is likely to be all rain at this point, as the temperatures will shoot well above the freezing mark. Right now, we've got the stationary front over us, dividing line between the colder air and the warmer air. It is just around freezing right now. We're still unfortunately for the snow lovers, that is, not seeing a lot of this sticking, because even though we're on the colder side of the front, we are looking at temperatures that are still a degree or two above freezing. So anything coming down right now, even though it's mostly snow, is melting on contact. That may change for a brief few hours overnight as those temperatures lower a little bit before then heading back up tomorrow. Very stormy pattern here. We've got our main jet stream that's been bringing a few storms our way, but there's a big stream of moisture, call it an atmospheric river out in the Pacific, that's really been juicing up some of these storms. We've also got this little extra kick from the subtropical jet stream that's been bringing some torrential rain and incredible flooding across eastern Texas into parts of the lower Mississippi Valley. So while fortunately we're not getting that, because we do not need that, we had such incredible flooding earlier this month. And yes, you kind of get a little bit triggered every time you see all this rain on the way. Fortunately, not the heaviest of precipitation this week, a little bit more spread out over time, so we're not going to be overloading the rivers with more than they can handle. Here's, again, nice good snow coverage out there for the next few hours. It starts to taper down by about 2-3 a.m., and that's good news for the morning commute. But again, we'll have to watch for some slick spots out there with a little bit of lingering mixed precipitation. Here, you can see some of those pink colors in there. And a few spots up to our north tomorrow morning could be dropping a degree or two below freezing. If it's raining, even if you get temperatures at the surface, if they're a little bit below freezing, they could freeze on contact, and that would mean for some icy roads. So watch for that tomorrow morning. Bit of a midday break, as I mentioned, before next round of rain gets here by about, say, the evening time frame. So heading home could be a little bit on the wet side. Some steadier rain, some moderate pockets of rain overnight into Thursday. But look at the temperatures here on the map, shooting up to around 50 degrees. So a mild end of the work week, even though it is going to be wet and unsettled out there. Take a look at the rain forecast again. Not a lot of rain when you consider it spread out over the course of several days here. Only around 3/4 of an inch to an inch between tomorrow and Friday. Quick check of your weekend forecast. 45 on Saturday. That's the pick of the weekend. Not saying that much. Limited sunshine, but at least it's a dry day. The rain then comes back in on Sunday, and that could mix with sleet and some snow as we head into the overnight period. So again, snow overnight tonight, not amounting to all that much. A couple of slushy inches by tomorrow morning at best on colder surfaces. 50 degrees on Thursday and Friday before cooling down over the weekend. And then we've got some cold air settling in for Monday and Tuesday of next week. We'll get the sunshine back, but we have to go back into the freezer as well to get it.